So welcome to my channel, welcome to It's Only Paper. I'm Lisa and I'm always going on about the fact of journaling what you fancy, not worrying about order, keeping on top of things, falling behind, but just going with the flow, going with what your heart's telling you to create. I've got this laid out on my desk today. I've got some Halloween photos. I was going to do a video about using envelopes. I laid it all out yesterday. I've got a sketch to use, but I wasn't actually planning to film this until later. I'm supposed to be working, the joys of working from home, and all I'm wanting to do is a little bit of messy play. So I'm going to pop this to one side. And I do not need that little TV there. I am going to pull my Storyteller journal out. I haven't actually told any stories in it yet. I'm very excited. And because I'm working in the other room at the moment, I'm just kind of wanting to dip in and out. So I thought I'd set the camera up, get my journal out, and do a little bit of storytelling. So that's what I am going to do. I haven't done so well, and that's come out. I don't want it to come out, so I will be sticking this in. Actually, do you know what will do well? Look at this. Oh, that's torn a little bit. Let's pop this in here. I've done quite badly with that, haven't I? Let's grab a creaser. Where's my crease tool? And let's pop that in here. Yes, that did tear. Oh, nothing I ever do goes quite right. Yeah, that didn't quite work. Oh look, I've torn this so badly. This isn't how the video is starting, by the way, just ignore me. Oh, that might be fun to use on my page. So I'm wanting to tell a story today. I want to stop the tearing. That's it. About my daughter's bunny, Bluey. Bluey is going to be the first story in this journal. Right, hopefully that will work. By the way, if you haven't seen the story or heard anything about this journal, I'll leave the links below of how I've started it, why I've started it, where the inspirations come from. Thank you, Adele. Let's pop this here as well. And I haven't even finished setting it up. There's still so much I want to do, but I'm just in the mood for journaling and telling this particular story. And I'm always saying, aren't I, about doing what you fancy, and this is exactly what I'm fancying today. So I've got a picture of Bluey, which I need to cut out. Where are my scissors? Here. And I'll tell you all about the Bluey story in a moment. Now, the thing with this journal, what I'm wanting to do, I'm wanting it to be more like some of my previous art journals. I haven't done anything like that for a while. And I'm not wanting like all the big bulky flaps. Let me just show you. Oh, actually, do you know, this is the perfect example what I was going to show you in this journal here. I like a lot of things like this, pockets. This is a mini book that opens out. It's almost like, well, it is creative journaling. It's like scrapbooking, but in a journal. I like flips, I like flaps, I like pockets. I love a very, very interactive journal. That's what makes me happy, as a little note card in there. But I've been really missing, that's a little envelope as well, my old style of journaling, my old style of, like here I've got a little bit of paint. I used to, my scrapbooking pages were always full of mixed media, and I've become a very clean creative person, but sometimes I really want to get dirty hands again. So today is going to be a little bit of messy play, and the reason why this is so perfect today, where's my gesso? I need to go and find that. Is because I'm in and out of the room. I can leave things to dry, go back to work, come back for a few minutes, leave it for a couple of hours, and I'm just going to keep working on this page like that. Let's trim the top off. That is when I remind myself how lucky I am to have this dedicated room and space. I may have had this room now, my studio, since 2003, but I can promise you the novelty still hasn't worn off. It does make life a lot easier. Right, I bought some gesso the other day. I need to go and find that. it was still in the shopping bag on the stairs from last week. So I picked myself up some very cheap gesso from the works and some embroidery thread as well, but that's for a whole different video. But I hurt my shoulder at the moment. Let's open this up. You know when have you ever had it where you wake up in the morning and you're really stiff? That's me today. It keeps happening and it's so sore just in my left shoulder blade. Aid's been keep coming down and massaging it for me. It's so painful. Is there a special way to open these, or is it just a really messy thing to do? Oh, that was a bit better. Right, let's go and pop that in the bin. Clean my hands. Oh, I could actually. That's quite a handy thing to do, isn't it? We don't want to waste. Ugh, I'm really messy now. Despite only being £6, that gesso feels really nice. So I'm just going to go over this. This is just acting as a base for my page. And in case you're wondering what I'm using, I am using an old Starbucks gift card. This is my absolute favorite way to apply anything like this. Now, I'm not fussed with any of this on here. I particularly chose this page though. It's going to be one of those journals that I don't do in order. I will choose the page depending on my photo, my story, just so that it kind of goes. And we're doing a page about Bluey today. So the fact that this is a blue page was perfect. I like the idea of seeing the, oh, that's nice. Let me just zoom in a little bit. I like the idea of seeing the writing through. I like that a lot. It's fun actually sometimes doing different things and just experimenting, because you get different textures on the paper. This is very cool. The other reason I like applying the gesso, and I also apply paint in this way, is because it dries very fast. I am an impatient crafter, artist, so this works really well for me. I like this. I love that washi tape in the middle. Doesn't that look cool? So I'm going to leave that to dry. I'm going to go back in the other room. I am currently kit packing at the moment. Let's pop that on there. And I will come back to that in probably an hour or so, see how that is, and we will continue. I'm very happy with that so far though. That is a good base to the first story in this journal. So this is reasonably dry. I am going to create some stripes, I think. So back to the credit card. I haven't got very far with my kit packing since I went in. I have chosen something to watch on TV. I've done an Instagram post and asked somebody about being a guest designer for my kits. And that's as far as I've got. So I am so easily distracted all the time. It drives me mad. It really does. I do start one job and then it ends up being something completely different. There, that looks cool, doesn't it? I like that. I'm going to leave that to dry and go back. I'm just starting some crappy show on Channel 5 called Gone Girl. It's like, you know, one of those TV drama movie things. I have got some scraps of paper which I will be using, so I'm going to come back to these, but I'm going to let this dry and just enjoy the process of little stages, little and often. I am wanting to do maybe some spots. I might actually do that now. I'm going to use this Dilutions ink spray there. I sell these in my shop actually, so I'll leave the link down below. So that looks cool, doesn't it? Some more down here. I was using this recently on something and I was explaining that it was never meant to be a stencil. It was actually came in a scrapbooking kit as like a die cut page, a 12 by 12 die cut page, but I've used it for years now, probably well over 10 years, and I've just always used it as a stencil, and it just goes back in my stencil tray, and I really love it. I'm going to leave that to dry. If I was in a hurry, which I'm not, I would get my heat gun out. However, that's what I'm enjoying today, stepping away and doing something else and then coming back to my page. For the times when you need a quick craft fix, you're really busy, you're doing other things, this just works out perfectly. Next stage of this page, I am going to pop it on my board there. Right, I am going to use these alphabet stickers. Doodlebug Designs do some of the best alphabet stickers. I really, really love them, and they're really reasonably priced. I'm just trying to see a price on these, hold on. Here you go, $3.99. I've had these sent to me by Paper Maze. I will leave this as an ad gifted, because although they got sent to me a while ago, they were for me to work with. But I've had them for a while. I want a capital B. There we go. And I'm not actually going to use the stickers as such. Hold on, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's go work our way backwards, because no doubt I will end up getting it wrong, and I'll run out of space. So let's do bluey like that. I want the big capitals, because this page is all about bluey, and I will be sharing the story with you in a bit. Where is L? Right, we ran out of capital L's, so you're just going to have one of those. So I'd love to know if, oh, the B is on there, if you have a special soft toy. Do your kids have a special soft toy? Let me know. So we've got bluey down like that, and the next thing we are going to do, now I know I've been harping on about this for years on my main channel. I really need to sort out my mixed media. So many of my sprays, oh, this one's all right actually, have had it. They're just dried up. I need to go through them all. I'm going to leave that to dry, and the idea is that we will remove that like that, and we're going to have bluey misted along the bottom. So I'm going to leave that to dry. I did want to do, oh, I've got messy fingers now. I did want to do some other bits. I think I'm going to leave this to dry just to be on the safe side though. I'm going to wash my hands. So let's remove these and see how it looks. That one isn't so perfect. That one looks good. That one looks good, even though it's run through a little bit. Yay, I like that. I will keep hold of these stickers. I will use them. I'm going to pop these on here for now, because they're still a little bit wet. But they are stickers that I will use again. And actually, I could even pop them on that side. I might do that. That's quite a nice idea. So the other thing I wanted to do, I wanted to get some stars on this page. Isn't it annoying when you know you've got something but you can't find it? I know I've got a little stamp somewhere with loads of mini stars, but I can't for the life of me find it. I did, however, find this, which I would like to mist over here. And then, do you know, I'm just going to use this with a stamp. I think that's what I'm going to do instead. I was thinking about using this one here. And let's see how that looks. Yeah, actually, that works absolutely fine. I'm happy with that. There, I wanted it to be really subtle, and that's exactly what it is. So yeah, I'm good with that. Yeah, that's cool actually. And then on this side too, and then afterwards I will mist some hearts as well. Do you know, it's been so nice getting all this stuff out. I just don't reach for my stencils often enough. I was talking in a video the other day actually about how I've become quite clean with my creating, and that's never how I used to be. But I think it's because I tend to work quite fast these days. I'm always in a hurry, needing to get my pages made, and I just feel with the kind of like the with the mixed media side, although, oh, let's move that camera strap. Although it's quick, you've then got the like letting it dry and all that kind of thing. There, this is another one of those things that wasn't meant to be a stencil, but I've ended up using it as a stencil. Let's pop that there as well, because why not? Although I've got them resting on my bin, I've got to remember not to throw them away. I'm liking how this is turning out. Next phase, let's add my Mod Podge actually opened that time, first time. Let's add some papers. I don't actually have a plan. I'm just kind of popping them down. I know I want to do photo this side, journaling this side. That's the plan. So I'm just going to pop them on, and we'll see where it goes from then. So the story with Bluey, Holly has had Bluey. Well, the original was a little pink bunny from Marks and Spencer's, and the original got lost in Chicago airport when Holly was 10 months old. So then we couldn't find any pink ones in Marks and Spencer's, but my mum, I think it was my mum anyway, found a blue one. So I'm going to use a, do you remember this gesso? It's washi tape. We had some of that, didn't we? Yeah, so we managed to get a blue one, and that's how we got Bluey. So that's Bluey's story. She's 23 now, and it was the other day, she never took him to uni just in case she lost him, and then the other day she said to me that she had something to tell me and that she didn't know where Bluey was, and she was really upset and she hadn't seen him. I didn't know that she'd ended up taking him to uni during her exams, her final exams. Sorry, I've just put some veggies in the microwave. I've just made a fish pie and it's in the oven. And she was obviously devastated. So we looked for Bluey. We couldn't find Bluey. And we moved her to uni. I knew he was probably in the house somewhere, because she said that she'd completely emptied her room, her house, from her last year at uni. And then sure enough, the day after we'd moved, or a couple of days later, let's use some of this book pages. I was clearing out some stuff in her wardrobe and I found him, and we were so happy. He was in her wardrobe in a bag with all the wrapped up glassware. She had wrapped everything up so nicely and then popped it in her wardrobe, and we found him. So that was really good news. So I thought Bluey deserved a page in my journal. He's very, very special to us. He probably has no idea how special he is to our family. And Bluey's going to be the first subject matter in this journal. So there we go. And if you or your kids have a special toy, journal about them. I think it's a really nice subject to journal about. Right, I might leave it at that. What I did want to do though was get the gesso out again and just go over a little bit, because this is going to be my journaling space. So I want to be able to journal over here. Oh, I like how that's spread. And the same again, although we're not journaling, I would still like to add some gesso there. I like that. So dinner is nearly ready. I'm going to go and serve up fish pie and broccoli. and that can dry in the meantime. I think Bluey's going to look really cute over here. So the next stage is I'm going to cut out some of these little speech bubbles. These are from one of the patterned papers from my kit. So I've cut them out, pop them on, and I'm just going over the top with a little bit of Mod Podge. I'm actually about to jump on an online class that I'm doing in my Patreon community. So that gives that a lovely time to dry. I have thought about cutting one out this side, but I'm going to leave that for the time being. So I'm really chuffed with how this is coming along, and I've decided that Bluey is going to be sitting on one of these. Actually, I might even just pop him on a big nice surround and pop him on there. I think that will work out lovely. I've just realised that if I stick another speech bubble here upside down on top of that one, that gives me the perfect little frame for Bluey. So I'm just going to do that. Just finished my class. We did an iris folding class. It was so good. So grateful to Claire for doing that with us. That was so much fun. I am going to be leaving this overnight soon. I'm wanting some chevrons. So do you know, actually I've got a chevron stamp. Let's use that. I could not find my stamp. I'm so bad. This is one of my favourite stamps. I'm just opening up a new one. It's a chevron stamp. It's one of my own, so I will leave the link to this below. Let's get some StazOn ink. And I think this will be really good up here. Like that. And again, I'm liking this. I'm so happy with how this page has come out. And again, I like it because it's not totally in your face. It's not really bold. This is still a little bit wet. Let's give this a go. I love the smell of this ink. It's so nice. It smells like cherry bakewell. That is super cool. Look at that. Like I said, I like it because it's not totally in your face. Let's see if we can stick Bluey on there. There we go. This is so cute. It is slightly wet, so I shouldn't really have stuck Bluey on yet. It's a little bit premature. I'm thinking I would like to add some extra gesso over the top because I want to be able to write on this side tomorrow. And I'm going to be closing up my studio for the night, so it means that this can dry overnight, and then I can come down tomorrow, and hopefully this will be lovely and dry, and I can do my journaling there. This has been so much fun. I might take Bluey off and actually stick him down properly tomorrow. Just get rid of that excess gesso. Excellent. And then I'm also, when that's dry, I'm going to use the Bluey stickers again on this side. I might even have it going, I don't know, maybe going down the side or something like that. I'm going to leave that overnight and come back to this tomorrow. This has taken me hours and hours and hours, but literally keep coming back to my desk for a few minutes at a time. It's been a real good craft fix session. See you tomorrow. I think I might be ready to finish this page off now. I'm wanting to do some sewing. I was going to do this side, but actually I think I'm going to do this side down the page like that. And I'm just going to use a paper piercer. I'm actually wondering about sticking my page underneath to the next page just to make it a little bit thicker. The ink's gone through, which is fine because obviously I'll paint over, but I know when I've done other journals I've always stuck pages together, So I think I might do that. I'm going to sew on here first though, and then do that. I picked up these from the Works the other day. And let's go with the blue. £3 for those. I thought that was a really good price for all that. I haven't been in a work store, the work store. I am so bad at these. Look. That didn't stay tidy for very long. I haven't been in a work store for a very long time. And actually, I'm going to tell you a little secret now. Well, it's not really a secret, but I haven't actually been out on my own since pre-COVID. And Aid had an optician's appointment, and I needed to do some returns to Primark. So he went for his appointment, and then I wandered off on my own. I can't see this, I need to put my glasses on. I'm going to go with the thicker one. It was a very strange feeling, but nice. I mean, Aid loves shopping anyway, so that's never a problem, shopping with Aid. But it was quite a nice feeling, just wandering around. I still can't thread this. I've got such a big needle. Oh, I think I've done it now. Yeah, it was a really strange feeling going it alone. Right, I'm going to do it like this. And let's have a nice big chunky knot on the front there. So I wandered around the Works, and then I wandered around Primark, and yeah, it was a strange feeling. I'm just going to rub the pencil lines. I didn't want to do every single stitch. I wanted to sew one, leave one, just so that you can see quite nicely like that. I think you can just see it a little bit better that it is sewing. And I'm also going to just make sure that stays nicely in place. Just put some tape on there, on the reverse. And yeah, I think I am going to stick those two together actually, just to make it a little bit thicker, which I would do afterwards. I'm pleased with that. And I also want to get on with my journaling. I'm going to do that now. I always prefer to journal off camera because I can just focus a little bit better. And that's it, my page is finished. My bluey page, the very, very first page in my Storyteller journal. I'm so excited because this is exactly what I was wanting from this journal, just to tell loads and loads of stories. So no random photos with nothing. Everything in this journal will have a story. I'll leave the previous videos below if you want to see this journal coming together, but I am very, very excited about this. I hope you've enjoyed this journaling today, and let me know if it's inspired you to start a Storyteller journal as well, or if you've got something similar on the go. I'd love to know and hear from you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.